Hello, welcome to Peace Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I'm still alive. I did hurt myself. I heard it ended up being bad. I'm in I'm in bad shape, guys. And when you get older, you got to be careful. I definitely learned that lesson. Golly, that was brutal. Anyway, we're back. I'm feeling good enough to paint today, at least. I know it'll sit up for a little while. So that's good. So I got that going for me. So yeah, I didn't die. I'm still alive. Just I had to lie down for almost a week. It was crazy. And now they've got me all hopped up on steroids and muscle relaxers and pain pills and all that. And I'm doing these stretches. I got to do these weird stretches. But lesson learned: use a dolly. You need a dolly when you get older. It's just a better idea to have a dolly. Everything's kind of a mess over here because I haven't been well, so I'm kind of putting everything back together real quick. And chit chatting, kind of filling everybody in on what's going on, because I get with these vlog things. That's kind of what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to like keep everybody like appraised as to what's happening here, and you're like, God, I need a haircut. Or we could grow it out long. Let me know what y'all think. Should I grow it long? I mean, for 46 years old, my hair ain't bad. Like I got good hair for an older guy. I got lucky. I could have been like balded out and shit. So anyway, I got that going for me, which is nice. And I've got you guys that come by and see me and watch these shows. And so like I wanted to get back on because get back on the show. Anyway, hey, yeah, I'm balded out. Yeah, so everybody gets I got a bad bag. You're starting to lose hair. It's how it goes. So I got lucky. With that. That's from my mom's side of the family, man. My granddad had a full head of hair like almost up until the day he died. I think he was finally starting to lose it back here, and it finally got it's about as far up his head as mine is right now. So I got lucky. It's a roll of the dice. That's like the thing with us guys. That's the thing that like you're always like, as you get older, you have on your cards. Like, am I going to have hair or am I going to have no hair? Am I going to get one of those weird moles or something? Am I going to get like, what? We all have to kind of like worry about what's going to happen to us. I'm not trying to flash anybody, but I got to get that a little bit more comfortable on me. Although some of y'all might like flashing. I don't know. There's a bunch of strange people in the world. And most of us are on the internet in one capacity or another. But anyway, yeah, I can hardly put my pants on and my hands shake. So this will be an adventure today. I feel like I'm about to be like back to my roots when I very first started painting. I'm gonna be shaking so bad. Okay, let's get this on. Let's see what we're doing. Okay. Like I said, I don't know how long I'm gonna make it today. Might only be 30 minutes. And if it is 30 minutes, I was kind of thinking maybe we could check out what we think about 30-minute shows versus hour-long shows. First, when I first started doing this, I felt like 30 minutes wasn't really enough time to do anything. But nowadays, I'm pretty quick, so like I can get some stuff done in 30 minutes pretty fast. It just kind of depends on what it is, I suppose. Oh yeah, there's a cat whisker. I got another cat whisker. If you have cats, save your cat whiskers, because like these things are the perfect dotters. Like you're trying to make like a single little dot, and just put that whisker in a dot and just write on something. Cat whiskers, man. I have one I actually turned into like I made it into a brush. Oh my gosh, it's gone. Oh no. There's my cat whisker brush. That breaks my heart. Well, good thing I have another cat whisker. We can make another one. No, there it is. I use this for dots all the time. It's great Great little tool. Just a little glue, a little twine, a skewer. Bam, done some doodles. McBeardsly says, I hope I'm not going to lose my hair. Or, oh, guys always say, I hope I'm not going to lose my hair. I asked him, is your mom's dad bald or balding? And are you the firstborn son? If yes to both, I give them the bad news. Yeah, that's how it goes. It definitely seems to be tied hereditarily to the mother's side of the family. And yeah, it's real, man. It's real. It's real. My kids are gonna get lucky. I think my boys are they're gonna luck out. They're gonna have their hair for a while, just because they all the things are in favor of them having good hair. Oh, okay. So anyway, I was looking at this Archer. She's wonderful. I printed this not too long ago. It's a great model. She's got a lot of fun details. I don't know if it's going to let us really look at all of them. When it's primed, you know, the camera doesn't really like it quite as much. But she's got a nice little dome helmet. I can't remember what that helmet's called. It's a specific kind of helmet. We've got a knife here, which almost appears to be floating in midair. Now there's a tiny little strap there. Tiny little strap that holds it together. Great quiver. I really loved this quiver because it's got like the basket hanging out the top here. Again, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get the camera to see that right now, but you can kind of see it. There's a little separation here, and that's the actual basket inside the leather part of the quiver. So you've got the leather part of the quiver here, or the cloth, whichever we want to go with it. And then there's the basket that actually holds the arrows, which is something you don't ever see on models, you know, very often when you're talking about quivers and stuff, which is great. This is a Loot print, Loot Studios. If you're interested in that, a really nice company. I highly recommend Loot. They've got a great subscription plan if you can afford it. And you can get a lot of really great things. She's even got like the padding on her, this is all like padded leather armor, right? Or some sort of padded cloth or something she's wearing. And they even put like the seam in on one side, because this is a 3D print. There's no need for it to have a mold line. That's not, 3D prints don't have mold lines. So they actually put in the seam here, which is really cool. Lots of great folds. She's got a great little face. I kind of wish we'd printed her at a larger scale because she's so gorgeous that it would be great. Bow's great. I gotta think about what we want to do. I'm thinking about we should put some sort of string on it, but I don't know that it would actually work because this is not exactly a direct line. It's going to end up like inner boob. So I don't know. We may not do that. We should at least like look at that line because that's fun. Let's see what I got. Somewhere I have a little, here it is. Some floral wire. This might work. Okay. Just to check the line. It's pretty close. It's a little too far off this way. She needed to be a little bit more. I don't know. We might be able to make that work. I mean, it's like literally be resting in her armpit. I mean, we might be able to get that to do it though. That might work. She definitely got that thing tweaked up pretty good. I love her pose. She's just slightly like that one little slight off foot. She's kind of leaning back into it. It's really cool. Lady Archer, she started with an L. Sandra Leonia. I know, right? I know. I think it'd be fun to come up with some name suggestions. If anybody's got name suggestions, toss them in the comments or the chat or whatever, and we'll get some names up, and then we'll do like a poll. Let's see what everybody thinks. There is one little from the posts right here. You always want to like go through and check and prep all your models. That is something I highly recommend. I think we kind of talk. Oh God, I'm shaky. I'm telling you guys, those steroids, they're like. I don't feel like angry or nothing, but they do make me shake a little bit, and they make me kind of. I wouldn't say hyper. They just kind of like. I wouldn't say agitated either. I'm just kind of. It's like I drink too much caffeine. Which I suppose is fine. I mean, it's not bad. You also need to be careful though. Don't like these are actually the little ties that are tying this together, her leggings together. So we're gonna actually pull these out. That's not burrs. That one might be. You can kind of see there, and right here. I guess this is a. It's not really a dress, is it? Right there. They usually, if they are the burrs from the prints, they come off and file down pretty easily. Only a few of them. I had to do the. There were some on the bow. I got those done before I primed it. I missed these ones down on her claw over here. Some of those are just tiny. They just look like frayed cloth. Could have painted it in that way, but cleaning it up is always good for the channel. Just kind of show the processes that we go through to get this stuff done. Some people, from what I've been able to glean watching the analytics and people, what they're searching when they find us and all that stuff, is like a lot of it's just learning. A lot of folks are just learning what to do, and I think that's awesome. But we also have a good amount of people who are regular painters and stuff, and so they'll probably agree that your setup is the most important. If you don't get all this stuff right early, then your model has less chance of being great in the end. Okay, we really got to make a decision on that. On the golly. String on the bow, the string on the bow, Pat. This is fun. Probably an entertaining show if we do this while I'm hopped up on meds, yeah? You can watch my brain short circuit. Okay. Back to talking about what we're doing here. Okay, golly, I really kind of want to. I don't know if that's too thick. It's a pretty thick string. It's almost money. I mean, it's pretty close. It's pretty thin wire. I keep all sorts of different kinds of wires around for specific kind of stuff. So we got this, and I hate the idea of using a string. I don't think string is what we want. It's not gonna be tense enough to look right. It'll sag over time or whatever. But a wire will not. A wire is gonna stay pretty much how it is unless somebody bends it. And we want the straight bits, so kind of we're gonna get rid of these sides where it was bent around the thing. Straight as possible. get this bottom one to look right, we can get the top one to look right. Not a problem. Maybe get some of that thinner glue. There's some thinner super glues out there. Some super tiny thin ones. They might work better for this specific application. This is where my tweezer work. I'm not gonna be able to get that in with my fingers. So shaky. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I might be too shaky for this today, guys. Y'all know I don't give up easy. Y'all know I don't give up easy now. I ain't no quitter. I wasn't raised no quitter here. Get it underneath her hand. Get in there, shoot. Alright. I might actually get a little too long. Need it to attach right here. Oof. Sounds when you check espresso right. Oh man, it's like injecting espresso. I feel like that. I don't know. Maybe we just leave it without it. Or maybe I'll try to do it when I'm not quite so shaky. It might need to be just a little shorter. It's hard to tell. I'll try one more time. Oh, screw up here. There we go. And it is. I'm like never this shaky. You can tell I'm under the influence. I have like rock steady hands typically. Being a chef for so long, it kind of comes with the territory. Okay, this is let's glue. Just underneath your fingers. Okay. Deep breaths. Forget this big old head thing. That's not the right one. we go. Come on, baby, get in there. Oh shit, I missed it. Really, I think she's just at the wrong angle. Alright, well I'm going to clean that glue out of there. I think it's at the wrong angle. I really don't think we're going to get it. It's not going to look right. So we're just going to leave it. We're going to move on. Which sucks because we wasted like 10 minutes on that. But sometimes that's just how this goes. You start out with an idea and you're like, hey, maybe this will work. And it's very close. I mean, it almost works, but it's not. It's just not quite there. I might come up with something else later. Actually, where's that cat whisker? Oh man. Hey, wait a minute now. It's flexible. Wait a minute. This just might work. I think I need to do it when I'm not so damn shaky though. So let's table this idea for now. I'm gonna put this in our box so we don't lose it. But that might be the idea, because we could stain the cat whisker. We could just stain it, and it's gonna look like a bowstring. So we might actually use that cat whisker on this butter, which is fun. So yeah, pick one of your L names. We're gonna throw that on there, and then I'll get a couple other names from some other people. And anybody comes up with a name, watch this show or something. Come up with some names, and we'll put in there. Figure out what color we want to paint her. I almost want to make this all different colors, or like a checker pattern. Silly birds. See, like they talk about, oh well, you don't have to worry about mold lines. It's like, yeah, but you have to chase down all the birds. Lilonia. Depending on where your accent you want to go from. Okay. Because she definitely looks. She doesn't look like. I mean, I guess we could paint her up as a ranger, but she doesn't really necessarily look like a ranger. She's definitely an archer. That's what she does. You almost want to paint her up in green and do Green Archer. Green Archer shot the food. Anybody who's ever played Gauntlet will remember. Green Archer shot the food. She was so annoying. You always get the archer. You always try to get the archer so you can shoot the food. Thinking like maybe. Alright, so we'll do a Payne's Gray and lighten it up as well. We'll do Payne's Gray probably for starters. I made a big old mess with all this stuff. Get everything back to like ready to paint. Leather leggings. Make the whole tunic kind of this dark Payne's Gray. And remember, there's that little strap that's there. So we don't know, we're going to leather that out. So I don't want to paint it in this color. And all my, well, I shouldn't say all. Most of my paints are super thick. I use more of a professional artist acrylic. So, and a lot of my colors are very basic colors. Payne's Gray is a pretty easily findable color. What is that? Oh, that's the strap to her helmet. Ah! We'll pull that out later. It'll be okay. So anyway, you've got to adjust the thicknesses of your paints. These base coats, you really kind of want them pretty thin. We don't want to just be glopping paint on things. Got a lot of details in here that are very, very small and very intricate. And if you put too much in on your base coat, you'll lose those details. They'll be completely gone, obscured in the paint. So if you're trying to paint like Pat, then you gotta learn how to control those textures. And we want this hood, we're gonna paint another color entirely, and probably her trim too. So we gotta follow what's going on. She's got like a scarf-like hood. Oh yeah, kids are out for spring break, and I have all the families here. I'm trying to look to see if there's a break on those shoulder things. Sometimes you gotta get that magnifying glass. There really isn't. So I think we paint that all the way through. We might be able to do like, we could edge it in another color, which would be fun. Do an edge highlight in another color. But there's no break in the fabric to make it to where it's a different, where we would have been able to make it a different textile or different color. And if we do a little overpaint onto her arms proper, it's gonna be okay. We're right in this dark area, and Payne's Gray is a great shadow color because it's not black. It's kind of like a blue, very dark blue gray. This application is a great way to really see it too, to see that color of what Payne's Gray really looks like. Looks like she's got a little bit of something underneath here. It'd be fun to make that look like she's got chainmail, but it's actually probably part of this padded leather. Okay, so we could put some coloration to that padded leather if we wanted to, or we could just make it padded leather. Clean up these brush strokes, make sure we don't have any coolage that we don't want. That's a great base for this. She's gonna look. She doesn't look. She looks like she may have one time been part of a professional outfit, but some of this is starting to. Some of her gear is starting to show some wear. So maybe she's left the professional outfit. Maybe the kingdom she used to belong to is no more. Fell during the war, whatever she escaped, who knows. Lots of chances for some backstory. Build a little NPC with me if you want. Well, we're gonna play. I think the kids are gonna play some D&D today, so that's fun. So we're gonna do that. They've been Minecrafting out lately, so that was cool. But it is hella windy today, and with me busted up, like I've been able to do much. This is the first time I've been able to like sit up. We're at 30 minutes. I'm still doing pretty okay. So like, it was kind of like a jerk to the weekend. But there's like if it's not too dang windy this weekend, we've got the tent that we're gonna try to take camping this summer. We're gonna get it out and set it up so that we can learn how to put it together prior to going out and doing that in the middle of nowhere. Because it's always better if you know kind of an idea of what you're doing first. Don't want to be trying to figure out how to set up a tent when the sun's going down. That'll make you crazy. So, yeah, no, we got that. Yeah, and then we're just kind of hanging out. My oldest son is in robotics, and so he has like, and they're getting ready to go to a competition soon, so he's got like a bunch of stuff going on. So we weren't able to like do anything really crazy. And if we can't put the tent up, this is a fun announcement for anybody in Oklahoma. There is a sci-fi / horror con thing going on down in Norman, I think. You can go hang out there. No. You gotta be not around, not in my family. We're gonna put up the tent. We're gonna figure it out, and then we're gonna go do it. We're gonna do a dress rehearsal. Let them sleep out in the tent, and then that way they're used to it. You got kids, you know. You can do it the hard way, or you can do it the easy way. It's up to you. It's so much easier if you can teach them how to put up the tent here, and then that way you get all the frustration out at the house where you're not in a hurry or a rush. You can just be like, oh yeah, no, just hold on, be careful, take your time. Or you can get yourself in a crazy rush for no reason, and everybody has a bad day, including Dad. And Dad does not want a bad day on vacation. Really do not. This right here, I'll tell you what, guys, this stuff is so therapeutic for me. Painting things is just, it just makes me feel better. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I want to do like a green, I think, or a blue. Maybe we'll do the phthalo blue. This is a good one. Oh yeah. So much magenta and stuff lately. I kind of want a different change of pace. And so many reds and yellows. Probably need to get out that other brush. Maybe at least to do some of that. We can bring this color like way up for fun. And flare. It's hard to tell where it begins and ends under there. Look here a second. So you got a little bit of her hair in there, I think. Paint on her face there. Oops. Clean it up really quick. It's too much. There we go. Yeah, and then leather on our leggings, and it'll look great. Make sure we're not pooling up too much. Wrong places. Like I said, we can bring this phthalo up to like almost like a close to a pale white, light blue version of itself. And it's gonna look great. Just make sure we get a nice even coat. The second pass, we're evening all this this stuff out like we did with the phthalo, or Payne's Gray. Still off. Glad I got to able to come on and do a little bit today. It's been nice. Makes me happy. Okay. We go with the raw sienna for those arms. Yeah, that's what we want. This one. Raw sienna for the arms. And then we'll do a burnt sienna for some of this other leather. Alright, we're gonna come through with some I like giving her, this is a good idea to give her like a leather armor kind of look. We should be able to put like another brown on top of this, a little wash kind of thing, pull in the recesses. And then come back and do the tops probably as highlights. We probably need to switch to that smaller brush. A little bit crazy here. Testing limits. Now this particular paint's so dang thin, you almost don't need any water to it. And it's just the pigment. I mean, like the thickness of the paint itself stays the same, but the pigment's opacity is really on the light side. You can almost see right through it. But like I said, it's going to look great once we get another color to pull in the lumps of this. They were called padded leather, I think is what it's called. This was padded leather. Oh yeah, luckily tints isn't a big deal. I'm not about trying to teach these chitlins to do it, because that's the whole idea. I want them to be able to put a tint up, and there's a little bit of a different play trying to teach kids how to do something. You gotta. There's a game, you gotta play with it. The game is probably not the best word for that, but there's just kind of a deal you gotta deal with, a bit you gotta deal with. Alright, so this is burnt sienna. This is why we've got kind of two different tones for her leathers and stuff like that. This is a little bit more orangey. These pants may not actually be leather, but look leathery. They're tied together. Huh. I guess we could put a different color in here if we really wanted to. Hold up. Maybe we do that on our shoes, and then we'll put in another color for pants. Looks like they're just tied together leggings, so let me think. Let's do something. Give her another color. Could do the phthalo green. Uh-huh. Nah. Do red pants. Red pants look great with that blue. Let's do that. Yeah, but then the shoes wouldn't show up, would it? Green is starting to feel like it's the big color. Green pants. Green or purple? Purple's not a bad idea. Huh. Green or purple? Green or purple? Well, I love phthalo green anyway. It's always a pretty color. I like the green. Yeah. Yeah, now that we're getting green on there, that's the way we want to go. Gotta make sure we get some shorts up. I'm lagging. Well, I'm lacking. I gotta put up some work, man. Wednesday, I got nothing to show. I got new things painted. Nothing to put. Man. This injury really put us down, guys. Slow down. Being sick and injured for most of the late end of the end of this winter, beginning of spring has really put a slowdown on things. It sucks. Okay. Really get all these base coats in. We're doing good. I'm just now starting to feel a twinge of pain. Yeah. Coming back from the brink, baby. Oh yeah, that green was the way to go. she got little belt loops on her stuff. It's pretty fun. Lots of tiny little straps here. And that orangey brown looks great up against that blue, the blues and the greens and all that. Orangey brown. What they call burnt sienna. Cruising right along, cruising right along. Butt's starting to go down though. I think we're about running out of time for today, but we're getting pretty close to quitting time anyway. Man, I don't want to make her a white girl. Is that weird? I think she's probably designed to look that way, but I think we can make her look maybe Native American or Hindi. Give her some color to her face. I kind of want to do, I don't want it to be I've done so much of that damn flesh color, pale rose blushy colors. I want to do something else. We gotta think about that. Kind of give her a little bit of something else. Just plain old European. I think that's the tendency when it's all these knights, you know, and European looks, is to paint them with European, you know, skin tones and stuff like that. It just gets so boring. Ooh, it's hard to see exactly what's going on right there. Okay. That's the belt. That's part of her tunic thing. I think it's a different, I don't think it's a tunic when it's that long. I think there's another name for it, but I forgot what it is. Right there. Okay. Alright, I think we're even out now. Again, pays off to start off real thin, so you can add a few extra little bits here and there when you need to. they start off too thick, you're definitely you're not gonna be able to make adjustments. You're not gonna be able to do a lot of things, and you're gonna, like I said before, you'll obscure some of the details. Okay. Give her some nice dark hair underneath there. Nice tan look. All right, kiddos. About out of the ability to think while I'm doing this. So I'm guessing that means it's time to take a break. We're at a good stopping spot too. So we got a lot of these base colors in. She's already starting to look pretty fantastic. We can get her. There we go. Yeah, she's gonna look great. Base coats are just about done. Looking good. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Not too bad for being super shaky. A little bit. So, I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. We did good. Made a whole almost, yeah, we're going to make a whole hour. I did good. So, I'll be back tomorrow. We're back on track. We're going to get things going. I got commissions I got to get done. I got so much stuff I got to get done, guys. It's crazy. We were supposed to be back on Elden Ring this week, but that didn't happen. So, hopefully, as I'm getting better, I'll be able to get this machine broke down and reset. And get some prints made because we got an Elden Ring, and then behind it I've got a cowboy I got to do, and yeah, we got so much stuff to do. So exciting season for the art deal here at the studio. My studio name's actually Qualdrich, which is weird. It's kind of a weird name, but what are you gonna do, right? Let's see. Turn off that one. There we go. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my thing back. Thanks for all the well wishes. A few people wish me well and stuff like that, which is great. I do appreciate that. It's nice to know that people out there they kind of care. So that's cool. And yeah, so we're gonna be back. We're gonna keep getting better and healing up and getting ready and for all the wonderful things that are coming down the pike this year. So it's gonna be really cool. Anyway, thanks again. If you got any ideas on a name for our little character here, we're gonna throw them up, throw them in the comments or whatever. Might make a post about it or something like that, and I'll let you guys name her and kind of backstory her out, and then I'll throw her in a game with the kids or something. Who knows? Anyway, that'd be fun. I think that sounds like a kind of a fun little thing to do while I'm getting back in shape and having just I don't know. It seems participation is fun, right? You get to participate, it's fun. So anyway, yeah, good stuff. Good sheesh. Hope you guys have a great week. Rest of your week. Hope you have a great rest of your day today. Go out there, be nice to somebody. Take care of yourself. Be nice to yourself. But be nice to somebody. Doesn't matter who. Just be nice to somebody. Open a door. Anything. So many things you could do just to be just a little bit nicer. Maybe if we all start being just a little bit nicer, maybe things will get a little nicer. Right? I mean, maybe. But what's going to hurt? You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.